Hello, Delago families! It's Tessa Riley, the Academic Dean, and I'm here with information about the start of school for 2020-21, which is a mouthful to say, 2020-21. Try to say it 3 times fast. All right, but welcome back. And we know, you guys have so many questions, and so we're doing our best. We're trying to furiously put plans together and get information out to you as quickly as we can. So I'm going to go over a bunch of stuff here. We've put a lot of things on the website, and then also we will be holding question and answer sessions on Monday, August 24th, and I'll have more info about that at the end. All right, so stuff to know. Like, what is the stuff I need to know? First of all, the bell schedule, right? You're probably wondering about First 4. What are attendance expectations while we're online? How do we log into Canvas? And is anything else going to be different? All right, so first off, we've put a lot of it on the website, and I'm just going to show you quickly now. I'll drag it on over. All right, so here's our website. We've added this school year 2021 tab, and you can see we've got info about that Q&A session. We've got the bell schedule. There's a lot of Canvas help documents that as we create them, we're going to continue to add. The welcome back letter from Ms. Helms is there. This video, not there yet because I'm making it right now, but it will be. The FAQs from the district, the learning options that you had for the fall, and then quality work plan info, which also went home in a letter. And then we will be going back to that as we get through our presentation here. So let's start with the bell schedule. Spring, when we first went into like the school closure, things were less mandatory, right? Like some things were optional. Students weren't necessarily expected to log in every day. Very different in the fall. So scholars, this is regular school. You are expected to be there every day. There is a bell schedule. You're going to attend class just like you would if you were here. So this is a bell schedule. You can see it's pretty much the same as what it has been in the past. There's only a few changes, which I'll point out. So you can see Tuesday, Thursday, Friday are the same. Tuesday and Thursday are X block days. Friday is the longer block day. The only difference is we're ending 5 minutes early because we don't have to build in the 5 minutes for announcements in the morning. Wednesday and Monday are flipped. So now Wednesday is a longer block day the way Monday used to be, and Monday has advisory. Monday is the most different day. So let me point out a couple things. Monday ends early. It ends at 1:02, so it's an early release day. And you can see these little stars because periods 1, 2, 3, and 4 are what we call asynchronous. So this means that students will be assigned work that they're going to do independently. This gives our teachers time on Monday to collaborate, to work on the online modules. And so students will be doing work asynchronously. But students, what I don't want you to hear is, oh, I don't have school on Monday. You do. We are still taking attendance. We can see if you logged in or not. And you will still be expected to do that work each day. You're still in school. The other thing is advisory is still synchronous. So you'll be logging into advisory with your teacher on Mondays. Okay, First 4. School will be starting Tuesday, August 25th. I think there were rumors otherwise, but no, school starts Tuesday, August 25th, and we will be doing First 4. First 4 is the first 4 days of school. It's where we do all of our culture building. We connect with new scholars. We build those relationships, and this is really like the foundation of our school. And if you have been a family at Delago for a couple years now, you'll know that this is really, really important. And this is why our school is as successful as it is, because we set the tone right away with these first 4 days. Also, First 4 is going to go over a lot of information that's going to be useful for navigating this new online world. It does have special bell schedules because we tailor the schedule to the activities. So what scholars need to understand, or the most important thing to know, is that you need to log in Tuesday morning and go to advisory. So when you get into your Canvas account, you're going to log into Canvas, you're going to click on your advisory course, and that's where you're going to start your day. And that's where you're going to get all the information about First 4. What's happening the rest of the week. At some point on that day, you'll also get access to your schedule for the year. So all those questions that are like burning and you're like, I need to know, you will find out in First 4. So I want you to sort of like take a deep breath and know that the information is coming and that we're going to be there to like go over it with you, explain it to you, and answer your questions. So right now, Only thing you need to know is at 8:25, so that I'm not late and I have time, I'm going to log in and go to advisory. So attendance expectations. The good news, especially for parents, is that this is the same as it always is. It's a regular school day. We are expecting scholars to be there every period like we always do. The only difference is that instead of walking into our building and going into a classroom, students are logging into campus. We will take attendance. We'll look at that login data, but also are they in the Zoom or the meeting, the Teams meeting on time? And same process for absences. So if a scholar is absent, parents will be notified in the same manners as the past with the robocalls and the follow-up by our attendance clerk. And if you need to excuse your scholar for a period or a day, you would call our attendance line. All right, let's talk about setting up a workspace. This is something that you could be doing in this week before school begins. So first thing to think about is writing space, right? Like you need a place where you can have your iPad or your laptop and where you can write. You're also going to think about the background, right? Like suddenly people can see your room that you're in. So some scholars, you might be totally fine with like your messy bed being behind you or your siblings running around in the kitchen. And some of you might be like, heck no, I don't want people seeing my life. So start thinking about like, what do I want behind me? Do I want to be against a certain wall? Do I want to hang up a sheet? Do I want to figure out the background apps in the meetings for Teams and Zoom? So just something to think about. The other thing is like, where is it the least distracting in my home? And I know this is hard, right? Like I have two very small children and they are noisy. And I know you guys have siblings or maybe just like your home is not like the quietest place. So do your best. Just think about like, where can I be the most productive? Canvas. So good news. This is not new to Delago. We've been using it for several years, so your teachers are pretty familiar with it. Upperclassmen have been using it. The biggest difference is you're going to be logging into it every period. So we're just going to be in it a lot more than we used to be. If you're a freshman, if you're a transfer student, if you're an upperclassman who's like, I don't remember this stuff, and you need help, guys, we got it. So I would start with the website. I'm going to pull it right back over. So you remember we have this help with Canvas page. It's got like login instructions in a PDF form. It's got a video about how to log in. Parents, there's a user guide for you in here. There's one in English and the Spanish one's coming soon. There's a video walking you through kind of like what information can you find there. And then we'll be adding things as we make it. So this is a good place to go. There's also help desk numbers, which I'm going to share in a minute. All right, so first day of school, let's just go over this one more time. Make sure we got it. We're going to log into Canvas. We're going to come 5 minutes early to be safe. We're going to go to advisory, so we're going to click on that advisory course. And if I need help, here's who I'm going to call. First, I'm going to start with the district hotline. Then I'm going to go to the DLA help desk if that first option is not successful. And finally, I'm going to call Mr. Barajas. So these are 3 numbers that you can call if like the online resources aren't enough and you're not able to get into your advisory course that day. All right, let's talk about maintaining consistencies because you're like, what else is going to be different? Everything is so different this year. So we're trying really hard to keep consistent what we can keep consistent and then be flexible where we need to be flexible. So tutorial. Tutorial will be pretty much exactly the same except for now it's online. So I am working with teachers right now. We're putting together that schedule. It's going to get emailed out to scholars and families as soon as it's ready. And then teachers will be available every day after school. There will be 1 or 2 classes that a scholar can get help in after school. The only difference is instead of walking into their classrooms, they're going to be going to a Zoom or a Teams room. And those links will be in the Canvas pages, in the Canvas home pages. Very same thing with Saturday school. So we'll continue running it in the same manner. It'll be offered some Saturdays, not every Saturday. And if your scholar is a scholar who should attend, we'll send out a phone call and then a text reminder. But again, instead of coming here to campus, you'll be doing it in either a Zoom's or a Teams link. Quality work plans. You should have gotten a letter at home. Also, exact same process, same timeline. The only difference is your scholar would work with their teacher either over email or in like a Zoom's meeting to come up with a plan. If you are a 9th grade parent or a parent of a new student, you're probably like, what are quality work plans? Don't worry about it. It's for students raising grades from previous terms. So you will get more information about this when it's something that your scholar is eligible for. No mark timelines. So again, new families, you're probably like, what is that? You'll learn about this as we go. I will have opportunities to attend either a Zoom presentation or to watch a video about what no marks are and what the timeline is. But for right now, just know that they're the same. So we'll stick with the same deadlines. This year, it's December 4th is the deadline for term 2 no marks. There is actually a letter. I just sent it to the print shop, so a letter coming home very soon about whether or not your scholar has spring no marks. And if you don't get a letter, that means they don't. All right, so those 4 things. We're keeping them as consistent as we can. All right, so scholars, let's make a to-do list. Here we are. I've shared a bunch of information with you. Let's think about, like, what do I need to do to be ready for that first day of school? Before school, I will log into my email. I know you guys have been on summer break. I get it. But we are sending a lot of info to your emails. So right now, like your email, if you haven't checked it in a while, probably has 10 emails that would answer a lot of your questions. So please log into your email. And I would start checking it at least every other day until school starts so you don't miss anything. You are going to log into Canvas and you're going to use one of those quick guides or videos to help you if you need it. Make sure that you can get in there. Not all your courses will be there yet because teachers are still adding modules and maybe haven't published them yet, but you want to make sure you can get into Canvas. Set up your workspace for school. Pick out your first day of school clothes. OMG, that shirt is fire! Yes, I did Google teen slang. I hope that one is still relevant. Okay. Zoom parent meetings. We are going to hold those Q&A sessions, and what we'd like you to do is to submit your questions beforehand, because we want to make sure that when we're in that 45-minute meeting, we're talking about the things you want to talk about. So there's this link to a Padlet. I'm going to pull it on over so you can see what it looks like. So if you click on that link, and there's a link on the website I'll show you in a second, it's going to take you to this, and we want to know what are the questions you need answered, and what topics would you like us to cover or provide more information about, so that when we're walking into that meeting, we're ready to answer your questions. So this is a place that you can go before. You don't have to, but you can. And then here's the information for the meeting. And again, this is on the website. So let me show you really quick where you can find this on the website so you're not like frantically trying to write this down. So if you go back to that 2021 and you go to the Q&A info, here you can see again the link to the Padlet to write down your questions or to give us your questions. And then here's the Zoom link with the meeting ID and the passcode. If you are a 9th and 10th grade parent, you should come at 5. If you're an 11th and 12th grade parent, come at 6. We split it up for 2 reasons. One is we can only fit 300 people in a Zoom meeting, so we want to make sure as many people that want to come can. And then the second reason is 9th and 10th grade parents might have slightly different questions than 11th and 12th grade parents. And if you're a parent who has kids in multiple grade levels, you could attend both if you want, or you could pick the one you think would be the most relevant. So this is coming up. Again, it's not mandatory. This is only if you're feeling like you have questions that haven't been answered. All right. That is the end of my presentation. I really hope that it was informative. But again, if there are other things that you need to know, I would strongly recommend coming to that Q&A session, or you can reach out to us here at DLA. Otherwise, I hope everyone is staying safe, and we will see you soon.